person who I was with longer because I felt like nobody would want me with 3 kids. That's how I felt. And the reality of the situation is it just depended on the woman, and it just depended on the person. That was the reality of my situation. But I didn't feel, because of what society has said and some conversations that I had, and that even that person had done said it at one point. Ain't nobody gonna want you but me. So they may have said it in a jokingly manner, but I took it in a whole different way because damn, I got 3 kids, and people say that nobody don't want no woman with kids, and so it's not some shit that just started happening. Niggas didn't want women with a whole bunch of kids. This ain't just started happening in my generation. Way back when, niggas didn't want women with a whole bunch of kids. That's just was the reality of the situation. So I stayed longer than I wanted to, and then one day I just was like, you know what? If nobody don't want me, I'm okay with that. Because I don't want it. I do not want his ass. I don't want to be with him. I don't want him touching me. I don't want to be bothered with him. I'm perfectly fine with being by myself and with these kids. If that's what my fate is going to be. I just couldn't take it no more. I'm like, I'd rather be by myself than to be with you. And I left, and the rest is history or whatever. But you still have women that's out here that feel that way, and they settle for their baby daddies or whatever nigga that they can get at that moment in time because of their situation.
They settle for, like what she said, their baby daddies and shit. But the whole time, the baby daddy ain't shit. I strongly feel it's somebody out here for everybody. And that's just what it is. So if you carry yourself a certain way, your whole aura, you're going to attract different men. But if you carry yourself in a, like, you don't give a fuck way, like you don't never have your hair done, and you look like who did it and why, a motherfucker gonna look straight past you. I mean, little Ray Ray at the corner store and look at you or whatever the fuck, but that ain't really the nigga that you trying to attract. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I just don't know, and that makes me. I ain't even gonna hold you for a long time. I was like, oh, I want one child, and if it happens, it happens. But as time went by, I just finally came to the conclusion that I don't want them. I don't want any kids. I'm cool with my dog. She died, I can get another dog, whatever. But I don't want any kids.
If you carry yourself like you got 3 kids and they stressing you out, and your job ain't paying you enough, and you trying to figure out how you gonna come up with these $1,000 by tomorrow, and that's the way you carry yourself, then that's how you gonna feel. When you look good, you feel good. Okay, that's some real shit right there. Okay,
I understand that.
Yeah, when you look good, you feel good. Okay, so I'm not saying go out and buy the most expensive wig you can find, or put the most expensive hair on your head or whatever. I'm not saying go get the prettiest set of nails, or
but bitch,
carry yourself accordingly.
You can motherfucking look like somebody. Carry yourself accordingly. Don't be walking around here with no motherfucking hair on your head, 365. Don't be walking around here toes pricey as fuck, 365. Don't be walking around here with a motherfucking big ass jacket on, big ass pants on, 365. No, it's all about your aura. Carry yourself accordingly. And the reason why you feel the way you feel, because that broke ass nigga that you got over there, that no good ass nigga that's always tricking out both pins that but still staying with his grandma and whoever the fuck is making you feel like that. No, bitch, you need some self woosah time. You need some woosah time to figure yourself out and figure who the fuck you are. Cause that nigga over there, he is bringing you the fuck down, bitch. That's what the fuck he's doing.
But it ain't always the nigga that's bringing you down. It be you as a person. It be you as a person.
Yes, friend. It be you as a motherfucking person. Cause bitches always start inside of you. It's either in you or it's not. Cause bitches in me. A fuck nigga can't tell me shit. A fuck nigga can't bring me down. Cause bitch, I know I'm that. Not even off appearance wise. Cause even if I look like something else, bitch, I still felt like I'm that.
But then look, you gotta take this into account because people be saying that.
What?
People be saying that, and that don't. People be saying that, and that don't be what it be. Because a lot of gorgeous women, a lot of women who look good, a lot of women who have nice bodies, and who have the ideal look that people are normally attracted to, and so on and so forth, will say, even if I looked it like that, I would still be woo woo woo. But you don't know how you would feel if you looked like that. You don't know how you would feel if you was shaped like.
I'm gonna say this.
Mr. Eggman, you don't know how you would feel if you was shaped like Sonic. You don't know.
I'm gonna say this.
You don't. It takes a lot of self-esteem building for you to be able to still stand on your own too, even when you look like what society says is deemed ugly.
I understand all that, because even before I went and did what I did to myself, and I'm gonna just put this out here. I went and I had surgery because I wanted to, not to attract the men and all that other shit. I didn't do it because I wanted to do it and I could afford to do it, so that's why I did what I did. I wanted to look how I wanted to look in the gym. The gym was not cutting it, so which I did what I did what it is that I did, and I look how I look, whatever the fuck. But even before that, my self-esteem was never low. My whole life, my self-esteem was never fucking low.
But let's take, and this is what I'm saying, you pretty bitches always do this. This is what I'm saying. Y'all always will say, even if I look like this, or even before, you still had face. You still was easy on the eyes. You still was, you still was attractive in some kind of way. You had some type of attractiveness to you before you went and had lipo. You still was attractive. You wasn't somebody that wasn't so easy on the person's eyes. You just went and did what you did because you felt like you wanted to be looking a certain kind of way. This is how you want your body to look, so on and so forth. But y'all always try to say, even if I look like that, or even if I look like that, I still would done. Yeah, it's easier said than done, because if you look like, I'ma just say, if you look like Miss Netta, if you look like Mr. Eggman, if you look like Miss Peggy, if you look like Mrs. Puff, if you look like some of these people that aren't so pleasant on the eyes to most people, you don't know how you would feel. Especially in a society that says that you're supposed to look a certain way.
Especially in society, like you're supposed to have a small waist and a fat ass and hips and big boobs and all that extra shit. I understand all of that. I understand all of that.
So I definitely thank my lucky stars. I don't care what nobody say. Y'all can call me shallow. Y'all can say this. I don't care what it is that y'all say about me. I definitely thank my lucky stars that the maker that created me did his little 1-2. Now, I did have the kids. The kids stressed me out. They didn't stretch me. They stretched me out, but I didn't come back. I had to go do the tummy tuck and all that stuff. But I thank God that he took some time with me and he gave me some features that was pleasant on my eyes, that I liked. Because at the end of the day, it's about what you like. And people be sitting here and saying, oh, I'm happy with myself. I'm not. But the whole time you be crying in the car because you're not. You're upset and you're mad. That's why you be so mad at the Aries of the world. And you be so mad at the Jadas of the world because they look how they look. And you mad at them for what God created. They didn't do that. They didn't have no, they didn't do that. God created them. So you got to be mad at God. But yet you mad at them for looking how they looking. You can't be mad at them for that. You got to be mad at God. He created you. Ari didn't do it. Jada didn't do it. The Sky didn't do it. God created you. You got to be mad at the appropriate source now. So I thank God that he took some time with me. And y'all gonna say, oh, that's so shallow for you to say. But baby, guess what? I bet you fucking glad you don't look like Miss Netta. Let's be for real. If we're gonna be anything, we're gonna be for real. And I'm not saying she's not pleasant on the eyes to somebody, but she ain't pleasant on the eyes to me.
It's one thing I will always say. It's somebody out here for everybody.
That ain't got shit to do with somebody being out here for you. How you look and how you feel about yourself ain't got nothing to do with somebody else.
That's why, because she don't feel comfortable with herself, she went and had liposuction and the BBL so she can feel comfortable with herself. And she doing a whole chemical peel and some shit going on that she doing with her face. She doing all that so she can feel comfortable with herself.
Just because you find a way to accept it and blossom in who you are, because the fact of the matter is that's who you are. You are who you are. You made how you're made. You look how you look. You have to find a way to blossom within that. But just because this is like a bigger person being confident in being big. Just because they're confident in their skin don't mean that they want to be big. Don't mean that they want to look how they look. That just means that I'm not about to let nobody else make me feel bad about the way that I look. Because I know how I look. But I'm not about to let nobody else make me feel bad about it, because it is what it is. This is how I look. So now I have to get comfortable in my own skin and find a way to deal with it. But that don't mean they like how they look. So all that, it's somebody out here for everybody shit. Yes, it's somebody out here for everybody, but it's the way that you feel about yourself. Because just because Netta got Charles, just because Charles with Netta don't mean Netta don't feel how she feel about herself.
Of course not.
That just means Charles see whatever he is that he see in Netta, and that's just what it is. But that don't change how that person feels.
So at that point, you gotta do what makes you feel good. So for the people that be like, oh, she just did that to her body to get him in and all that extra shit, or to keep him in, whatever the case may be. Sometimes that is the case. And then sometimes it's to make that person feel better in the inside. It don't necessarily have to do with, oh, I just did what I did so I can get him in, so I can attract a different man. No, that's not always the case. Sometimes it is, sometimes it's not. But in my case, bitch, I wanted, some liposuction, so I could afford it, so I got it. And that was just what it is. The face was always facing, but I mean, the niggas that I got with the body, the niggas was coming anyways. But I just wanted to enhance my beauty, so that's what I did. And not saying that like I was insecure with myself or whatever, because let the truth be told, if I wasn't able to afford it, then I would never did the shit, and I still would have been, still talking to the niggas, whatever the fuck. But to each his own. Amen. Amen.
When it comes down to it, y'all want to sit here, y'all want to say, oh, you being insecure. Oh, excuse me. You being insecure to people's feelings and all this other stuff, but I'm not here to appease everybody. I don't get on the camera and say what y'all want me to say, what y'all want to hear. Because the fact of the matter is, the truth is hard to hear. Nobody wants to hear the fucking truth. I don't want to hear the truth. She don't want to hear the truth. We don't want to hear the truth. Truth of the matter is, yeah, you're not easy on the eyes. Truth of the matter is, yeah, you do got big feet. Truth of the matter is, yeah, your fingers are long as hell. You look like spider webs. Yeah. Truth of the matter is, yeah, your head is pretty fucking big. Truth of the matter is, yeah, you got bumpy fucking skin. Truth of the matter is, you taller than everybody in the fucking capital of Tallahassee. In Tallahassee. Truth of the matter is, you the tallest person in your fucking class. But the only thing that matters at this point is being secure with who it is that you are.